All right, now we had earnings from a few of the major retailers. Now, for Macy's earnings this morning, their full 2023 revenue was down 5.5% over 2022, and Macy's fourth quarter revenue was down 1.7% year over year. And even their online sales took a tumble of 4% year over year. Now, also Macy's luxury brand Bloomingdale's, their sales declined 1.5% year over year. And this is the holiday quarter, so the Grinch really showed up. And it goes to show you that the American consumer just doesn't have the money. The money is decreasing quarter over quarter that the consumer has to spend. Now, Macy's also said that they will be closing 150 stores, 50 stores this year. Now, Lowe's came out with their earnings also this morning, and their fourth quarter sales are down 6.2% year over year. And they expect sales to be down 2 to 3% this year on weak demand. So we're seeing more further evidence that the consumer is constrained. Now, AutoZone came out with their earnings this morning. They actually saw a 1.5% increase of sales year over year, but 0.3% was actually domestic, and that's U.S. store sales. So stores outside of the U.S. are actually seeing an increase in revenue, while U.S. stores, it's only up slightly. And AutoZone has about 800 stores outside the U.S. and just above 6,000 stores here in the U.S. And I think that's also telling, because when times get tough, more people rely on Tyrone or Billy to fix their car. And they'll go to AutoZone, pick up a part, or take it down to Tyrone's or Billy, and they'll put that part on your car for a 6-pack and $100 versus you taking it in and getting it serviced. So it's just plain and simple. You're seeing weakness. You're seeing weakness, soft demand. Now, over the past 2 weeks, we've seen gold and silver kind of quietly inch up, and gold isn't too far off from its all-time high. Now, it may base around this level, just under $2,050, but all it's going to take is one inflation headline or one comment out of the Fed, and you could easily see gold zip over $2,100 an ounce, and this little friend silver is going to follow. Now, Wendy's had their earnings yesterday, and this is pretty interesting. In 2025, beginning in 2025, they're going to begin a new sales tactic where they're going to be charging more for burgers during peak times. When their restaurants are crowded, they're going to charge more for those burgers versus maybe late night hours when the store isn't so crowded. And I think this is a concept that you're going to see take off and become mainstream, where businesses, restaurants, businesses, you name it, they're going to charge more during peak times. Now, over the years, those peak times will expand. Now, in 2025, let's say the peak time is between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. In 2026, that peak time might be 6 hours. And this is a way for these companies to bring in more revenue. Now, the consumer probably isn't going to change their habits, but I can see where this is going to take off. And again, the U.S. consumer, they're going to squeeze every single penny out of us, and there won't be any escape. Now, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.